Hello, good evening, everyone. Uh, my name is Hunaid. I think you are getting my voice clear. You can poll yes if you are getting my voice clear, so I can know. Thank you so much. All right, so let's move on to the next subject, okay, which is the Django and Python, okay. So uh, let me give you a brief about myself. So my name is Hunaid Vekariya, as a full name, and today I will be the trainer for the today's workshop. Currently, I'm a co-founder of Su Technologies, and I've worked with various Python programs and cloud technologies. So for this video, we will having two major parts. The first one would be about the Django, like why should we use Django, and if not Python, and the installation of Django with virtual environment. The second would be about the models and admin page, where you will be going and you will be typing your blog and you will be publishing on your website. So we will take both of these two subjects as of now. All right. So before Django, I would like you to be familiar with object-oriented programming. So what object-oriented programming basically is? So it includes the concept of classes and objects. So you don't repeat yourself. You just have to make a hierarchy of all the objects and classes. So I can give an example here. Let's say this is a car. Okay, the car would have all the properties. It will have methods and it will have events. So we can make a software on this car using the object-oriented programming. So for all the properties, we will be having model, color, like in which year it was bought, the price. Okay, we have three methods for the car. The first one is the start, second would be the drive, and the third would be the parking system. So these are the actions which we can do on car, but these are the properties and these are the events. So exactly like this, object-oriented programming works, and the same concept has been taken from object-oriented programming and it has been embedded into Django. All right. So what's Django? Like, if we are using Python, like why can't we say Python instead of Django? So Django is something which has been built with Python. Okay. So Django is a framework which uses Python programming language. It's a very popular programming language, and it has been used by various developers as because it's open source, it's free. You don't have to pay to use the programming language. You don't have to pay for the software upgrades. Everything is for free. Okay, like big companies, Google, Instagram, Facebook, Firefox, they all use Django as their backend. So Instagram has been like 70% running on Django so far. So that's cool, I think. The other features of Django would be like it's very fast and simple as compared to other programming languages like PHP frameworks, Java frameworks. It's very fast. Okay, it has a very excellent documentation. If you go to Google, you can find very good documentation of each, and there are like lots of forums. You can get your answer clear out. You can get your answers on your questions. So it has very good documentation. The foremost thing is it's very secure. So it will have your click jacking, cross-site scripting, SQL injections. So it will give you a very great granularity on your security. So that's why these big companies like Instagram, Facebook, these uses Django as their backend. Okay. So before moving ahead with the technical stuff, okay, all the commands and codes, I would like you to be familiar with two main code here. Okay, some commands for the Linux. I can type it somewhere here. Let me open my Cloud Shell. If you haven't opened your Cloud Shell yet, you can go to activate Cloud Shell. Okay. You can click on this window, open in a new window. me close this old one. Okay, after you got this, you just need to click on this editor. So it will be very good for you to see like what we are going in the code. All right. So it will make a connection to your Cloud Shell editor and your Cloud Shell. Okay. So before moving ahead, let me show you something which can be very helpful for you. Okay. If you can see my screen, let me make it more zoom. I think yes. So the two or three commands we will be using very much in this tutorial is the first one is make directory. Okay. So what this means is you can make a directory using this command. Or directory, it's like a folder in Windows. Okay, we treat it as a directory in Linux. The second command would be a cd, which is used to change the directory or folder. All right, and the third command would be python manage py run server. So this command will be heavily used in this tutorial to run your web server, to run your website in your browser. So if you can memorize these commands, it would be very much appreciated. And we will be going through these commands very much in this tutorial. So let me clear it up, everything. You don't have to type it, or you don't have to save it. You can just copy it in your notepad or something. So you will be using these commands all the time. And two more commands, you can also copy these commands as well. Everything is in the documentation, but still I am giving you a more brief on all these things. Make migrations. So whenever we will be making changes to the code, okay, to the database, we will be running this command, okay, make migrations. And when we are sure like there is no error, we will put it to the database by using the migrate command. All right. Okay, so you can follow up with me, okay, on these commands, and let me show you the screen. So our end goal is to make a website something like this. Okay, the clean blog. You can name your name on this clean blog, and this is your blog. So you will having a different topics regarding your blog, and you can make more than one blog on your website. You don't have to do coding exactly for each blog. It's just a one-time coding, and you are ready to go for like forever. So the first command would be sudo app. Sudo means like you are giving all the permissions to run these commands as a root. Okay. Sudo apt-get. Apt-get is a packaging command which is used to fetch the software from the internet. We will install virtualenv, and we will put -y, -y. The -y is giving permissions like, yes, you can create, you can install anything on this. So please copy this command from here and paste it in the Cloud Shell and press enter. This command will take 5 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds to run properly. Okay. After installing the virtual environment, the software, you can copy this command, make directory, and you can name your folder or directory as virtual directory. You can copy it from the content document which we have provided to you. If you don't have the content document, you can see on my screen. Let me zoom it for you. No, this setup is not different from Mac. Yeah. Okay, so copy this command, make directory, and name your directory and click enter in your shell. It will create one directory, as you can see here on the top. Okay, so this is your new folder. Like, let's go to the dive into this folder. So we will change the directory, we will change the folder, cd, and just type vi and click on tab. So it will automatically auto populate your all the full name of your directory. Click enter. Now activate your virtual environment. Okay, so before activating the virtual environment, write virtual env minus -p and name the Python version, Python 3, and just a dot, little dot. It's specifying you want to install the virtual environment in this directory, in this folder. That's why we are using this small dot here.
Hunaid, can we hold on a little bit while people catch up? Let's just repeat the last 2 or 3 lines. Thank you.
All right. Have you all made the directory using this command? Please copy this command. Yes, you need to copy these things in the shell. First, you need to copy this command. Okay, paste it in your shell. And then you need to copy these commands, the second command. You can find all these things on the page number. I think the page number is 33, I think, yes. '33, yes. All right. So have you all installed this virtual environment, this command in your shell? Please say yes if you have installed it. Okay, great. Then you need to make a directory using this second command, mkdir, and the name of your virtual directory. All right. After making the directory, after pasting this command, the next command would be like this: cd. You are changing the directory to the directory what you have made. Okay, so you need to copy this command from here and paste it here. We can send you the file. Let me copy this file in the chat section, so you can have this. Can anyone send the file share the file? Okay. Okay, we have the file in the chat section. You can click on the link, so you can see the document file. And also I'll be typing the commands in the chat section. Okay, can you move ahead with this if everyone is not having any problem? Okay, if you are not in the project, then you will be getting one command to join. You can copy this command. Okay. And paste it. Paste this command in the Cloud Shell if you are not seeing GDG Django, and you are good to go. Okay, all right. Okay, when you have changed the directory using the cd command, cd virtual directory, let's copy this third command, okay, and paste it in the shell virtual environment -p python 3 dot. So what this will do, it will install, yes, paste this in the shell. Okay, click on enter. So what it will do, it will make some more folders or packages, something like this, and it will you can see some more folders above. We are not going inside all these folders, like what's there, it's out of scope as of now, but we will be using the other command to activate, to trigger this environment. So why we are making this environment, like the basic question, we are making this environment to isolate what, like a single website on a server. If you want to run more than one website on one single server, we can use more virtual environments for each website. So that's why we use virtual environment. All right, copy this command, source bin activate. I'm writing the command in chat section also. Okay, copy it, paste it, and click on enter. You can see the virtual directory is showing up here. It means you have activated your environment successfully. If you have activated your environment successfully, give me a thumbs up in the chat section. Great. It's just you need to follow along with me, and you just need to copy the commands from this document, okay? And we just need to, like, step by step, we need to paste it in the shell to configure the full environment. It's nothing like a more complex thing we are doing right now. So if you have this document, you can just copy from the starting after this image, okay, one by one, and you can just paste it in the shell, and you are ready to go. The next command would be about installing the Django software. All right. So Django is a software. We will take the Django from internet. Okay. We will download on our shell. So for that, we need to use this pip command. Pip is a kind of you can say a package management system, which will take from the internet and which will download on your local system or on your server. So copy this command, paste it in your shell, and click enter. So it will download all the software dependencies, libraries, everything. Okay, if you see any warnings or something like that, skip it, ignore it. It's nothing. Okay, don't worry about that. Now what we have installed Django on our system, it's time to use Django to build projects, applications like this. All right. So the first thing which we will be doing here is to start one project. Okay. The project name will be blog because it's a website we are building as of now. So copy the next command, Django admin, start project, and the name of the project would be blog. You can change this name, the blog, okay, like in like after for other practices, okay. But as of now, we will be keeping the name same as blog because it will be helping us to be exactly same with everyone here in this workshop. So copy this command, Django admin. I can type it here, Django admin. Start project, okay, and the name of the project will be blog. All right, click on enter. Clicking on enter, it will give you nothing, but it you can see if you write ls here, list, you can see there are some configuration files and all these things are here now. And the blog project, you can also see the blog project. So let's change the directory again to the blog cd blog. You can copy the command from here also. Click on enter. I hope you have stacked your windows like how I'm doing. The half 50% would be the cloud shell and the 50% will be the documentation you're following up. So it would be easy for you to copy and paste the commands, and likewise understanding which command is doing what. All right. So this command cd blog, it will take you inside the blog. Okay. You can see this blog here. It has another folder which name is blog as well, and you can see some files here now. These are some configuration files which comes default with the Django. Okay, let me zoom it here. The main file is the settings.py file. So it contains all your configuration related to your website. Okay, the secret key. This is very important. You need to hide your secret key, and you should not share your secret key if you are going for the Django website. Okay, allowed hosts. So what it means, like if you have a website, like let's say we have a website of example.com. So your website will only run on this particular domain. Okay, it will not run on some other kind of URLs. Okay, so as of now, we will be making some changes to it. Okay, just write double quotes. Okay, and enter star here. Okay. If you have entered the star using in the double quotes, please give me a star in the chat section. Great. Okay. There's no blog file. You have to go inside the blog. Okay. And again, you have to go inside the blog. Then you can see the settings.py file. And if you click on the settings.py, it will appear to have all this information in it. If you can't find the blog, okay, you need to type this command, Django admin start project blog. Let me type it in the section, chat section. So you can copy the command from the chat section and paste it in your Cloud Shell, and it will do the following things. Okay, let's move on. After writing this blog and typing the star in the settings.py file, let's again go to shell and write cd and type blog. So it will take you to the blog. Right now, we will not be hiding the secret key because we are not in the production server. We are only in the testing environment, so we don't have to take care of the secret key. Okay, it's out of scope as of this workshop. Yeah, so you can go to the settings, and you need to change allowed hosts and add these double quotes and the star. You need to add line 28. Okay. Okay. So after making your project, okay, in one project, the project is the name of the website. Okay. In one project, you can have multiple applications. Like you can have e-commerce, you can have blog, you can have events, you can have some other kind of menu. Okay, for login, for logout. So these are all the applications what Django treats. No, we don't have to do anything with the secret key. Please skip the secret key. I was just giving you an overview of what's the settings.py files do. Okay. So copy this command, Python managed star app man, and type it in the shell. First, in the shell, you need to go to the back directory. So use cd, type 2 dots, okay, cd space 2 dots and enter. All right, and then again copy this command, manage Python manage.py, start your app, okay, a new app. The name of the app would be man, M-A-I-N, man, and then click on enter. Okay. So when you go to your editor, you can see the app name is man, okay, and you can see it in here. If you have completed this thing and added the star app, you have copied this command and pasted in the shell, please give me yes in the chat section. Yeah, all right, great. Nice responses as so far. Okay. So after adding this command in the shell, you can see some more files like this in your, let me give you a more good view here. So this is your main file, okay, the main folder, okay, and it has like all these files: views.py, tests.py, models.py, apps.py, admin.py. So these are the default applications, default files which comes with the application when you make it. So you don't have to make it, okay. And in these files, we will be working, like we will be writing some code, like we will be writing some code here, okay, like this. So these are the files we need to edit, and we will be, our next trainers, instructor will be adding lots of code in these files, and here you can see it when working. Okay. So as you have added this file, okay, and you have committed this new start app command, you need to go to settings.py file again, okay. You can see installed apps here on line 33. So these are the application which has been installed on your Django project. These are the application which comes default with the Django. Like Django gives you this application by default. You don't have to create them, okay? But like you have, as you have created a custom application and you have given it your name, you have to write it here, man, okay? You can see in the documentation, you have to go to installed apps. You have to write the name of your application here with a comma separated afterwards. The main is not the file. Main is the folder. Okay, main is the folder, and you can create this folder using one command. And that command is you can see that command in your document file here: python manage.py start app, and the name of that application, which is main. So let me copy this command in chat section. Okay. You can also refresh your editor, so it will give you the latest files what you have done here. Okay. So the next thing would be you need to copy this command python manage py migrate. Okay, what this is doing, it will start the migrations of all your application to the database. It will tell the database like, yes, I am ready. Okay, you can store all this information from the code to the database. Here we are using SQLite, okay, but we are not using SQL commands. Python is taking care of all the SQL queries, all the SQL commands using his own language. So here we don't have to worry about learning SQL language to manage the databases. So this is a cool feature in Python. It skips your SQL knowledge if you don't have. All right. So copy this command, go to your shell, paste it, and click on enter. You can see like lots of applying. So these are all the database tables which has been created by Django on behalf of you. Okay. So after this command, the next command would be to run your server in your website. Like you have to, at some point we have to see the website working in your Google Chrome. All right, URL. So copy this command, python managed py run server. Like you can see, like python manage.py is consistent. You don't have to change it. So for all the commands running, we have to, this is a common thing in all the things. So Python, manage.py, and then the other command changes like migrate, run server, start app, start project. All right. So write Python manage.py, run server in your shell. Okay, and click enter. If you can see this window, okay, you can see starting development server at HTTP 127.0.0.0. So what you need to do is to click on this link. If you click on this link, it will give you one window, like your website is running now. You can see your website is successfully built. So congratulations. And if you can see a similar kind of page, you can give me a thumbs up in the chat section. Yeah, favicon, no problem, because the favicon icon is, we will take it afterwards. So if you can see this website is running, okay, and you can see the rocket sign here, rocket icon, then you're running your website finally. And congratulations on running your website. All right. So if you have any queries, any questions related to SAM, so this is what the Django is. It has already built your website, and we will be editing this with this website, this page. We'll be making our new design all from scratch. And as of now, it's a prayer time, so we will be taking a short 15 to 20 minutes break. Okay, and we will be joining you soon. Okay, so we will be having a short break of 15 minutes, and we will be starting with we will be moving on to the other subject, which is the models. So we will be adding our blog in that model, and we will be publishing it to the website. So the cool stuff is going to come. So I would like to see you in some time. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Please don't leave the meeting. You can like pause it, and then we can start from the same.
Hi everyone, this is Arwa. Uh, I'll try to fix the issues that you're having so you can work with the Hunaid. Okay, so let me see. Just give me a few seconds and I'll let you know how do you activate your virtual environments and how do we make sure that all of you are in the right directory. All right. Does everyone see my screen? Okay. So one thing you want to keep in mind that's here is your username or your email basically at Cloud Shell. Then this is the directory. You want to make sure that you have virtual directory -blog. That's normal, Taqiya. Okay, I'll try to zoom in. Do you see this line, the one in blue? Okay, it's fine. If you don't have a blog, don't type what I'm typing. I just want to show you guys. So if you don't have blog, do you have the virtual directory? Okay, so just type ls, which is a short for list. Do you see blog here? Okay, so you're supposed to type. Okay, so Tuqa, you don't have a blog. That means that you didn't start a project. Then that means you missed a command, which is this one. Django admin start project blog. This is for Tuqa, okay? Does anyone else doesn't have a blog under their virtual directory? Type yes, so I would read in the chat. Okay, Hadil, Mina, and Shaheen. Make sure that you type the command Django admin start project blog in page 34 within the documents. Fajr, hold on. I'll get into the manage file error. Okay, so you basically want to type this one, copy it, then you want to paste it here, and you click enter. I'm not going to do that since I already have a blog. Okay. Again, ls under virtual directory. Type enter. Do you see blog? Okay, that means it's already existed, Tuqa. It's fine, then you're safe. You don't really need to redo it again. You're with me, okay? Okay, so right now, afterwards, anyone doesn't see blog folder before I move on? Okay, so Shaheen, you're missing blog. You would need to type this command under the virtual directory at Django-admin space start project as one word space blog. Okay. Okay. It's fine then. You're just in a different directory than I am. Do you see blog here, Shaheen? Okay, that means you're just having your. I'm guessing you're working. Your work is fine. It's just that you have applied the project in a different directory. Okay, what's just to make sure. Okay. So if you restarted the shell, you will need to retype the command, this one. I will just you will have just to type source virtual directory -bin.activate, and something similar to this brackets will be shown. This is your virtual environment. Did it work, Shaheen? Thank you, Zainab. Okay, so under our virtual environment in our editor, just to keep, just to show you the directories basically, under virtual directory, we're gonna have a folders called bin and blog and elib. We're gonna skip those two folders. We're gonna just, our main folder is gonna be blog. Click on blog. We're gonna have another folder that's called blog and another folder that's called main. Who doesn't have main? Type me, so I would know. Okay. Okay, that's totally fine. Okay, just make sure that's, just a second. Okay, so in your shell, okay, so in your shell, make sure that you cd to blog, which means that you're entering or opening the folder blog, which is this folder, okay? Then just to make sure that you're under the right folder, you would see it here, virtual directory -blog, okay? Okay, once you're at this folder, if you type ls to see the files under or inside the blog folder, you will see a file called, sorry for that. Okay. You'll see a file called manage.py. This is built in Django. If you have the blog, you're supposed to have manage.py. I'm in a blog. Okay, so if you're in blog Layla, just type the following: cd dash then dash actually just cd dot, which means that you are take you to the upper directory. Okay, so cd to a directory, which means enter a directory. Cd dot means out of the directory. Those two commands will be used a lot. Okay, so now, right now we need to be inside the blog, cd blog, and then we would need to type the command, this one, Python manage py start app main. I'll just type it in the chat in case anyone is missing that. For those who doesn't have the main folder, this command will create the folder and its files. Just to make sure that you have, I'm not going to type the command since I already have the folder, but just to make sure that you already have it, just type ls and you're supposed to see main here. Your blog folder is supposed to be exactly as mine here. So it's supposed to have a blog, db SQLite, main, manage.py. If anyone doesn't have a main folder, please say I. Yusra, it's fine. I'm just talking about the manage.py. Who doesn't have the manage.py, say I. Okay. Hadil, can you type the error? What does it show?
Yeah, Hadil, if you don't have the main, then you need to go to the main directory, which is the virtual directory, and then you need to enter the command python -py start app main.
Again, who doesn't have the main folder here shown? Please type I. Okay. Who have an error when they are typing like the manage.py start app main? Without this one, huh? It's just like, I'll just remove this one for an easier. Okay, so this is the command. As you can see from my screen, this is the command without the brackets before. Control-C if you wanna exit the your server. This is for Christopher.
Is everyone is seeing the virtual directory at the start, like in the brackets? Do you all see the virtual directory in the brackets? Okay. Then the second step is, can you see virtual directory /blog in the middle in blue color? Okay. Then can you please all type ls, okay, ls, and enter, and copy all the files and send it in the chat section. Click ls. Okay, Hadil, you have the blog app. Okay, you have the blog project, but you don't have the blog app. So you need to run this command. Let me share you the command. So Hadil, you need to copy this command and paste it over there, and press enter. Same for the Havra Majid. You need to paste this command. Okay, I'm sending you in the chat section. If you can't see main folder in the list. Toka, where can you please type ls and copy me the response that you get. All right, so you need to copy this command. Okay, the same command which I have sent, Python manage py start app man, and then click on enter. Okay, great. After typing this command and entering, write cd. Okay, don't write cd. Let me share my screen. Okay, Dania, don't just type python manage.py. Okay, run server, nothing else. Yes, Khulud, it's correct. It's right. Yes, Yusurana, you need to copy. You need to paste one command, which is python manage.py migrate. I've sent you in the chat section. Dania, you need to type python manage.py run server. That's it. And before that, or if you can share me, type ls in your shell and copy me the responses after clicking ls. Yeah, Havra, can you please type ls once again and send me the responses in the chat? If anyone having problem, please type ls. Okay, enter it and copy the files you can see on your shell. Yeah, Havra, you need to paste this command. You're missing one command here. Python manage.py start app. Please copy this command and enter it in the shell. Christopher, page number 39. Okay. What do you need the clarification? Can you please elaborate? Can everyone can run this command in their shell? Okay, Howard, can you please once again, can you type ls and send me the list?
Hunaid, do you want to share your screen instead?
Okay, so the first thing you need to check is you can see the virtual directory here. All right. The second thing you need to check is you can see virtual directory /blog here. Okay. If you can see it, then please say yes in the chat. Then write ls command in your shell, ls, and enter. And you should see a similar files which I can see in my, okay. If you can see the similar 4 files, say yes again. Okay, if no, maybe you will be missing. Okay, if you don't have this main folder here, Mena, you haven't activated your virtual environment. So please copy this command from the shell, from the chat section, and paste it in your shell. Yes, Ritaj. Okay, if you don't see this main folder, type Python with me, Python. Type Python manage.py. Okay, start the app. Start app. Okay, and name your app as main. All right, and click on enter. If you have done it, please, if you have entered this command, please write ls, and now you can see the main app. Great, Havra. Okay, Reni. If you don't see the main folder, please copy this command. I'm sending again and again in the group. Okay, let me send it again. Yes, sure, please. You can help. All right, everyone, welcome back to the workshop of GDG Django. Okay, we will be continuing as where we have left. So before going ahead, I need to show you something which we have left as of the same part. So if you can see virtual in directory here, okay, you can see virtual directory / blog. And if you can see these 4 files here, ready, then you are good to go, and congratulations, you are with me. And not, then you need to enter these commands: Python manager.py start app. The name of the app is man. If you don't have this man folder, you can type this command. And if you don't have dbsqlite 3, then type this command. Okay, so it will give you all the 4 files down the road. You can see, and if you are with me, then it's great. Okay. Now, again, type this. All right. To run the web server, you need to type this command: Python manage.py run server. You can copy this command from here in the document on page number 36. Okay, all right. So copy this command from the page number 36 and enter. Then you need to click on this link. So you can see your website is working fine. All right. So this was in the last tutorial which we have left before the breakout session. And now we will be continuing from the page number 38. Okay. Yes, we have crossed page number. We haven't crossed page number 38. We will start from page number 38. All right. So models. So what is the model? So models is the brain of Django. Okay. Here we make tables which are then registered to database. We are using SQLite database which comes with the Django pre-installed. So we are gonna make SQL queries to manage our database entries. To make the SQL queries through Django, we don't have to use the basic SQL commands. We'll just be using this code. These codes look a little scary as of now in the first look, okay, but it's not that scary as what SQL language looks like, okay. So it's very neat and clean, and you can read it very easily. We will be going to read this code, like what this code is doing, and okay. So a model is the single definitive source of information about your data. Okay, it will have multiple tables like this. Like this is a table of author. This is a table of post. Okay, this is inside the class, and inside the class there is a function which is defined. Okay, defined as a function of publish. So there are many types of model fields. You can see these fields here: character fields, date time fields. We will be going through each of them. So let's begin with models, and I would suggest you to. I will type each code. I will not be copying pasting all this code at once and in the shell. Rather, I will be making everything line by line. So if you want to see it, you can see it. If not, then you can copy the code from the file and paste it over here. Okay. So the first thing which we need to add here is from Django.db import models. We have this line up also. It's exactly same. So what it's doing from the database, we are calling models. Okay, models has been already built by Django, and we are calling the full library of models. So we will not be typing this, as we have already have it in the beginning. Okay, so the second would be Django.configuration conf import settings. So this is exactly the same file settings which we have used before here. So this is the same file. We're just integrating both these files here. Okay. The third one would be Django.utils. Utils means utility programs, like simple add-ons, okay, which like time zones, like which time zone you are following. So it will give you the same time which you are following as of right now. Okay. Make sure you write it all the words correct, otherwise it will give you a syntax error. Then the first line of code is author. All right, author. In that author, we will be using models.model. So what I mean by models.model, this is a file which is named as models. Okay, and we are importing from model, from Django models. So that's why we are putting both these side by side. Automatically, the indentation of Python will automatically be there. Like you can see the space, okay, and we don't have to like go back or cut some space or like this. Otherwise, it will throw you error. So keep it exactly like it, okay, while you enter. So the first name would be the name of the author. So we will be using the character field for that particular author. Character field is a kind of field in which you will give the name, like a limited amount of text. You can't give on like 100 characters or 200 characters of character fields. That's why we will fix maximum length here. Okay, we can put we have to put the maximum length here, so it can take like 250 characters for the name. It's not unethical, or it's not correct to put 250 words for the name. But let's say we have we can put 50, no problem. If you are copy pasting the code, then no problem, it will work fine. But these are just some explanations on why we are doing this. Okay, blank is equal to true and null is equal to true. What we mean by blank is if you don't enter the name, it's all right. And if you put the field blank, it's all right as well. Okay, like we go to some website, some forms, and it has some required fields with a star on it, red star. So we have to fill it anyhow, otherwise the form will not work. The exactly same thing is in the backend. It's like this going on. So they specify here like blank is true and the null is true. Okay. Created date, on which date this author was created. Okay. The default would be the time zone in which you are creating it now. Like, okay, like when I write the name of the author, the same time it will take in the system, and the publishing date. These are the kind of fields. Blank is equal to true again, and null is equal to true. I will be typing little faster now, as we need to complete it in the time frame. Okay. So the str it's a function, and what it will do, it will when you will go to the Python backend, to the admin dashboard on your website, it will show this name as author. Okay, so everywhere you will be seeing this name only, author name. Okay. So this is the one table in your database. Just think of it like a Excel database. Okay, you have different columns. Okay, and then you have different lengths or integers, characters, like that. Nothing sort of a more complex thing. Then we have the post, which is your model. Okay, everything is same. We are not repeating our code, but we just need to memorize some of these things, and it's all same afterwards. So we have the author here. The foreign key. Let me explain what is foreign key. Okay. First, let me write the code here. Okay, so for the foreign key means like you are importing some values from other class. Okay, let's say this is the class author, and you are importing the name from this. Okay, so this is the author, and you can see both have the same name, same characters, and you are importing the value from the author class, and not typing again and again for the same author. So the number of authors you have created in this first class. Okay, here. Okay, it will be referred to here also. Like you can check out with the author whichever author you want. Title is the your blog's title, like for what you are building this blog. Okay, like if I'm making a blog on IT services, then the name of my blog would be how to be perfect in IT programming, like this, like top 5 programming languages. This is a blog. So these kind of things I can give maximum length as 200. Okay. Create date. It's exactly again same. We will be using date time field. Okay. Default is time zone dot now and publish date. Okay, we will now we will define one function. Okay, the function name will be publish. Okay, when we need to publish it. Okay, so this is taking the self. Okay, so what do we mean by self? The self is it's taking its own function into the same class. All right, we will be understanding this in a bit. Okay. All right. So here it's written the self. Okay. Like the self. If we are using any parameter or any variable from the same class, okay, we need to tell Python like we are using the same from the upper class, and we will be using the self function to call ourself only, not to the other class or not to the other function. We are calling ourself. That's why we are using self here. All right. So if you have copied and pasted this code in Django, okay, you can copy this code from here. All right, and you need to paste it over here. Let's say this is empty file. Okay, so you can copy it here. All right, and you are good to go. So after copying this, all this code, okay, you need to go to admin. Let's go down. The first thing we need to make is the migrations. Okay, I've told you in the beginning, like we'll be using some of these codes again and again. Okay, so the run server, we all know, like run server is used to run the website. Okay, make migrations. It's used to get ready the databases, like to check the errors if there is any error in your code or not. Okay, and the migrate button is used when you're ready to push it into the production, into the database. All right, so we'll be running this command as of now: python manage.py and make migrations. Python manage py make migrations. It's totally okay to get errors, as I'm getting the error here. So I can see it's saying the name model is not defined. So I have to define the name models. Okay. And I've got this error. So let's check this error. You can copy this whole code here. There has to be some typos in the writing. So maybe. Let me screen it. Okay. So we have some errors in this. I think I have mistakenly made some typos. Let me use it. Okay. We need to take care of the indentations here. Otherwise, it will not work. So it's totally okay to get errors while you are making your Django website running, as you will encounter a hell lots of error when you go a little bit deep into working of Django. So it's a part of the process of getting error in Django. Right? Okay. So we can run now. Okay. So you can see two models has been created here. Just copy the code to make the indentation for the multiple lines. Copy all the lines, okay, and click on tab. So it will indent those lines. Okay. So can you copy the this code from here, from the models, line by line? You can copy it. Okay. Like let's copy the first 3 lines, right, from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. No problem. Just copy the first 3 lines. Okay. Then copy the class author here. In the terminal, you need to type python manage.py, make migrations, and that's it. Are you all guys with me? Okay, if it's saying no changes detected, okay, then most probably you haven't added in your settings. You can go to your settings py file, add the app man in your settings.py file. Okay. So try to add this in your settings.py file under installed apps, and then run this same command, python manage.py, make migrations. All right. All right, great. Okay, after python manage.py, make migrations, you need to type python manage.py migrate. Okay, like first you need to make migrations, and then you need to make migrate. So this will be our second command. Type the command python manage.py migrate and click on enter. You will see you are applying man, and this is the one model which you are applying here, and it's saying okay. Okay, so if you all have done this thing, please say yes in the chat section so we can move ahead. Okay, Jassim, what's the problem? Can you tell? Hiba. All right, now we need to go to the website. Hiba, please, you haven't activated your virtual environment. Can anyone from the TA can help Hiba? Leila, you need to check the intent. Okay, let's move on to the second part. Okay, here we'll be making the username and password so we can log in to our website. Like there's a login button in the website, so we need to make one username and email and password. So for that, you can see the command. Okay. Okay. Before that, you need to copy this 4 line of codes. Okay, and put it in the admin.py. So go to admin.py. Okay. Copy these 4 lines in admin.py, and when you paste these 4 lines, I'll let you know. I'll explain what all these lines are doing here. All right. So here we are importing from models, like dot models means this file, models file. Okay, we are importing everything. The star means everything. In coding, if you see some stars, then it means it's containing everything. All right. So from the models, we are importing post. You can see post. Okay. We are importing author. So whatever the tables are there in the models, .py file, we have to copy it in the admin. So the admin will have the control over all those tables in the database. Okay. So copy these 4 lines of code, paste it in the admin.py, and let's move on to the second thing, which is Python manage.py create super user. So let's type this command here in your shell. And now let's go to the shell, type python.manage.py create super user. Okay, create super user. I'll repeat again for you, python manage.py create super user. All right, press enter. Give any username you would like, or if you want to go with your Gmail ID name, then it's fine. As of the simplicity, let's put the username as admin. Okay, skip the email address. If you want to add the email address, you can. Give a password. Okay, just give a good password, you know, a secure password, not like some kind of strings or numbers. So let me give a good password here. Okay, so if you have created your super user successfully, you will get this message afterwards. So if you have created your super user, please say yes in the chat so we can move ahead. Okay, I think you have successfully the step after migration is to add the code to the admin. Okay, you need to add this you need to add this code to the admin. Okay, copy this code to the admin, and then run python manage.py create super user. Click on the console, you can type easily. All right, so if you have created the super user successfully, then again then write python manage.py run server, which is used to again start the website. Okay, so click on that and click enter. Click on this this link, it will take you to your browser. Okay, all right, so you see the same page, not a different one. Okay, but like let's say after this slash, after .dev, okay, slash, remove all these things afterwards, cut all the things after the slash. Okay, .dev slash, and then remove all the words. Okay, type admin here. Remove everything after forward slash. Okay, and type admin and click on enter. you'll see a Django administration page. Enter those username and password which we have created while creating the super user. Okay. In my case, I added the username as admin and my password, which is very secure, and I'm not gonna share with you. Okay, and then login. Never. Okay. If you see the similar page, then you can say done in the chat. And if you don't see a similar page, you can take a support from our team members. They will definitely help you out. If you get error creating the super user, you need to check. You need to copy the command right from the document. You can see the document here. Okay. So you can see in the main, this is your application name. Okay. The number of application you will be adding to the Django, it will be coming like here, like as of now, this is main. The another application will come here. The another application will come here. Okay. And as we have added those authors and ports, okay, in the code, if you remember, so these are the same things which are coming from there, from the models. Let's check. Okay. So if you see the models, okay, this is the post, okay, which is coming, and this is the author, which is coming. That's right. Okay. So you can see the authors and posts. Okay, here. So we will go to the authors. We will add one author here. Most probably your name. Okay, I'll add my name here as an author, and I'll click. Everything will be the same: publish date and publish time, and then you can click on save. So this will be your author. Okay. Then you have to go back on the click on main, click on post. Okay. Add another post here. You can see first, and then you can follow along afterwards. Now you can see the name of the author here, Hunaid. You can put a title here. Okay. How to make a blog using Django. So you can type to follow up with Hunaid. So that could be a text, anything. Like you can have a number of items here. You can select the same date, publish date. Yes, you will supposed to get the drop down. If you have added your author name in the first main, you will not get anything drop down for the title. You have to write your own title here. Okay. And then you have to save it. So you can see, you can add number of posts okay, again and again. And I would suggest you to go and add two authors first, okay, here, add another author, and then add one more post, 2 or 3 posts, so we can move ahead with that. All right. Okay, Ms. Sarva, now on to you. All right, I'm stop sharing my screen, and you can take it over from here.
Okay, so we're running a quiz at this point. Let's just
Okay, we are running a quiz, right? Okay.
Everybody to finish up this part.
Sure, this part is finished. We need to make some posts. The user will be making some posts here, and then we can move ahead with the posts.
Okay, so Shuruk is not here, so I'll go ahead with running the.
I'm here.
Oh, I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Confirm
Okay.
your list.
Yeah.
Right.
I think my connection is disconnected.
I just mentioned the message I just added about the prize itself. So our new membership includes a number of things like Hunaid, can you mute, please? Okay, so new memberships include unlimited access to new spaces for a month. It has 6 hours of meeting room access and also 3 hours of podcast room use. And we do encourage you to only play this quiz if you want it. That's because a few people have tried and won these new prizes and not have taken full advantage of them. So it's a place where you can go and work. And if you're interested, then let's get going with quiz number 2. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Who's got their phones ready? Okay. Screen is here. Let's start. As I mentioned last time, all you gotta do is go to www.kahoot.ed and enter the pin code. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay, I hope you guys have been keeping track with Nate. This one, it's not gonna be as heavy as the last one, but just needs a lot of paying attention. Okay. We still have a lot of places left. If you haven't joined yet, I'm still gonna wait for like 2 more minutes and then start. Please join as soon as you can. We have a lot of room left. If you're interested in the prize and you're willing to take full advantage of it, I advise you to join the quiz now. All right. 1 more minute. All right, I'm gonna start now. Okay. Okay, so quest 2, admin and models. To register a model in Django named Paul, what is the command we write? Be careful and look carefully at each of the answers. Okay, time's up. And the correct answer is admin.site.register Paul. I think you made the, I think the green one would be correct if you don't import models at the top of your admin.py file. But yeah. Okay. Next, we got to create a new project directory. Which command is used along with Django admin? All right. Good. And time's up. Okay, the correct one is start project. That's good. True or false? In models.py, all the model classes should be registered on the admin.py. So be careful on this one. All the models should be registered, or you don't have to do all of the models. Okay, and time's up. So the correct answer is false. The reason why it's false is that you don't necessarily need to import all of your models to the admin panel. You only need the ones that you actually want to have access to. All right. Okay, the next question. Yeah, they're tricky, I know. What is the default database that Django uses? MySQL, MongoDB, Postgres, SQLite. Okay. All right. So it's not MySQL. Out of the box, Django supports SQLite out of the box. It's not MySQL. All right. The next one is, what is a Django app? An app includes models and views. Django app is a Python package. Django app is an extended package from Django, or all of the mentioned. I think this one is pretty easy. All right, it is correct. It applies to all of them. Okay. Malakism. We can have a models.char field without the max length attribute. All right, it is false. You need to define the length actually for the char field. All right. And we're done. That was a quick quiz, right? Malak is in third place, Fajr in second place, and first is Noor. Congratulations. All right. Our team will contact you soon. Thank you for participating.
Well done, Noor. Congratulations. We'll give you details on pickup. Our number 2 and 3rd winners get Google Developer mugs as well. We'll post your announcements on Instagram. Go ahead, Arwa.